Welcome back to MLB Tonight. I'm Robert Flores, here alongside with former GM Dan O'Dowd and baseball researcher Sarah Langs. MLB Draft Combine is coming up. It's always an exciting time. Dan, what can we expect? What are you going to be looking for?
Well, Robert, for me, this is one of the most important events on the baseball calendar each and every year. If you look at it, all the clubs get a chance to answer the questions they have on the players. And then all the best players in the country get to showcase their skills in front of 30 clubs. So, I'm just really excited to see what's going to happen.
Sarah, it's a 4-day event. It's held at Chase Field in Phoenix. What advanced metrics can players and viewers expect to see?
I mean, there's so much data with this event. Part of why I love it so much, and I've been there every time.
Welcome to day one of the MLB Draft Combine from Chase Field in Arizona. The top high school and college player prospects showcased their skills this week, giving all MLB clubs another opportunity to evaluate this year's draft class. It should be an impactful few days here in the desert. Alongside Sarah Langs, I'm Dan O'Dowd, and it's time for batting practice. So let's focus on what's happening down in the cage. Sarah, BP started now, and this is where the scouts really bear down. They're looking at presence in the box. They're looking at the balance, rhythm, and timing of the swings. They're looking at how clean a swing path is. They're looking how connected a player can be to a swing, and they're looking at the ability if they can hit the ball the entire field.
And there's so much data that comes along with BP. We've got exit velocity, which means we can look at how often a player's hitting the ball hard. In this day and age, hitting the ball hard has an actual definition. That's 95 plus miles an hour. And why do we care about that? Because in today's game, if you hit the ball hard, you're going to hit about 500 on those batted balls with a 1,000 slugging percentage. Another stat we'll look at is launch angle. And what we define as a sweet spot batted ball is 8 to 32 degrees of launch angle, basically a line drive. So I'll be looking at how often these players will be making that kind of contact as well.
You know, I think about big league players like Alvarez, Judge, Ohtani, Trout. Their hard hit ball data is crazy. Their launch angles are very consistent. And you add all the things that we're evaluating, and think about, Sarah, the pressure these young players are under right now is probably the most pressure-packed BP these players have ever taken in their careers. This round of BP for me was average. Very projectable player, size, strength, a little bit more power over hit ability. I thought he got outside of himself exceptionally well, but definitely a very projectable kid. Sarah, now we're going to take a look at the catchers. If there's ever a true skill position on the field, this is it. So in this drill work, we're going to look at a lot of different things. We're going to look at the throws they make, how their footwork plays out, their transfer from glove to hand, the accuracy and the carry on the throw to second base. We're going to take a peek at their blocking ability so we get to see their athleticism, how well they move from side to side. I get a real great feel on how tight their hips are in this kind of drill, which is really important for me from a scouting perspective. It's really a position that scouts overall miss on in the game. This drill work is really important from an evaluation position.
I love how you frame that because so many people think, oh, it's just about how fast you throw that ball down to second base on an attempted steal. But it's not that simple. That's why we measure pop time. Pop time is the idea of how long does it take you from receiving that ball from the pitcher to getting it to that second baseman or shortstop. And the absolute best in the game right now is JT Realmuto. The MLB average pop time to second base is 2 seconds. His average pop time to second base, 1.83 seconds.
Now, that is fascinating, and that's why they're making these catchers stay behind the plate so they can't cheat on making these throws, so they try to get an accurate pop time. Sarah, it's the most missed evaluation position on the field because of the deep projection that's involved from the most physically demanding position on the field. And that's why, again, this is a position you have to scout over and over again. Well, we're down to the pitchers now, Sarah, and the variety of things scouts are looking for when they look at pitcher. They're looking at, how well their body works over the rubber. I talk about balance, rhythm, and timing within their delivery. They're certainly looking at arm strength. They're going to measure spin, horizontal movement, but you're really going to look at command. I mean, where the catcher's set up, can you throw the ball to that spot, within the strike zone or outside the strike zone, and can you do that with multiple pitches?
As you said, already a handful of things that will be measured here. Of course, velocity. You mentioned spin rate. Something else clubs take a look at is active spin. That's what percentage of that spin rate actually contributes to movement, as opposed to just spinning but not changing the way the ball is actually moving.
And so that's why deliveries are so important. Every one of those metrics, Sarah, is tied to your ability to duplicate your unique body type. And that's why you can get a lot out of these bullpen sessions by bearing down on a pitcher's delivery. Solid average. Real good feel for the delivery. Arm strength is only average. Hand speed is only average. But a really strong understanding of the strike zone and how to utilize all his pitches that are available to him. Could be one of those kids that really have a high floor, solid contributor in the back end of a rotation.
Welcome to day 2 of the MLB Draft Combine at Chase Field in Arizona. I'm Ben Gelman, and today we'll get to see some of the brightest prospects out there go head-to-head and put their skills on display to boost their draft stock. We're just about ready to get... So digging in, Jesse Zeller. One out and a runner at second. And we're just getting going here in the top of the first. Hit hard, that gets through. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. Out at the plate.
That's dumb.
That's about it. As good as it gets from the outfield there. An absolute laser to home, right on the money for the out. Next level stuff. One out and 2 on. And next, the cleanup hitter, Joe Random. He looks confident as he steps into the batter's box. Seems like he's immune to all the pressure these young prospects must be feeling.
Hey, we got one here.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
I did that way too early.
Gets a chase on that one. Obvious that he was swinging for the fences. Tough to do it on a pitch in that location. Hard hit for a base hit. 1 run. In. Another comes in to score, and they take a 2-run lead. 1 down. And here's the first baseman, Dexter Gilchrist. These tournament games are, of course, just a part of the larger picture here at the Combine. Drills and assessments measure each player's fitness, strength, agility, and on-field performance, as well as other skills. Now 2-1, that one missed inside. With the 2-seamer in there, that sets up the pitcher to throw him the slider away. Hey, that's a lot of territory he's got to cover at the plate. That one misses. That's great discipline at the dish. He fell behind 0-1, then didn't overextend or get greedy. Now he's got a favorable count on 3-1. Runner on the go. This one in for a strike. Now he throws on the brakes and returns safely to first.
Good one right here.
And ball 4, 2 aboard. 1 out and runners at first and second. And now the DH, Johnny Garcia. And the 1-2. To the right side, Zeller. Over to second for 1. Back to first. Double play. Nice job to get over, and that ends the inning. But 2 runs for them, and they jump ahead. On to the second inning here at Chase Field. 2-0. And now, Michael Heath.
Hey, let's turn it. Come on now. Hey, get a good one up there, huh?
Runner on the go. Pitches in for a strike. Safe, a stolen base. Back to the top of the order here. And now at the plate, Rafael Vera. 2-2, here's the pitch. Line drive, base hit. Coming around third. The throw in. And he's out.
He's out.
That's a play he won't look back on proudly. He didn't get that great a jump, and he blew through the stop sign at third on the way to getting tagged. 2 outs and a runner in scoring position.
Got 2 down.
Swing and a drive. And that's a homer. Circles the bases, and they're chipping away. It's 6-4. He'll be proud of the swing he put on that one. That's one for the personal highlight reel. That swing had the right launch angle to make a difference, and they're back within shouting distance now with momentum on their side. We're back here at the ballpark. And now the DH, Emmanuel Fry. And it's a pop-up. Sliding, makes the catch. Batter probably wants a mulligan after that swing. That one was right down the pipe, the kind of pitch hitters dream about. Man on at first, Rufus Madden now at the plate, 1 for 2. There goes the runner, pitch in for a strike. Throw to second and safe.
What the hell? What the hell, Leon? What the hell, Keller?
2 outs, runners at first and second.
One pitch. Make it yours.
Swings and misses. 0-1.
Early. 0-1's the count.
Hey, see it. Rip it. Here you go. That one is absolutely pummeled. Might be 2. Runner rounds third. On his way to the plate. 1 run comes in. Now the second run crosses the plate. It's 6-6. Gilchrist
I pressed
will
the wrong
hit next.
fucking button. Supposed to press R2. R2 is supposed to press R2. Oh well.
Hey, 2 away now. 2 away. Let's go.
Line drive for a base hit. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2
What up,
away.
y'all? Really appreciate you tuning in. Drop likes
Next
on the
is
channel
the
if you haven't
designated
already.
hitter, Johnny Garcia.
Plays at 1 here. Get your pitch on.
We got two. Come on now, one time right here.
Liner, base hit.
Attaboy, nice ramp.
Throw in holds the lead runner at third, so it'll be bases loaded and 2 gone.
Ah, I should have ran. He was
Sorry,
way off.
the next to hit.
Whatever.
Hey, let it fly. Let's go. Right here.
0-2, rocks and fires. Swings and misses, struck him out.
Man, come on.
They get 2 and draw even again. 5 innings down. Back here in the desert, on to the next inning. Now it's the right fielder, Sean Ramiro. Drops it down the third baseline. Over to first. Fun attempt doesn't work, and they get the out. I think he may have rushed a bit there. The infield was playing back, so it's tough to stop a hitter from fun. With the go-ahead run at third.
Hey, kids, see it. Drive it like you can. Let's go.
Hey, come on now. Here we go. All right, one time right here.
Oh, what do you say? Do it one time.
And that's off the inside edge. Kern on third. Espinoza on second. Walker on at first with 2 away.
Let's go.
Let it rip right here. We need you.
Just missed. Behind 2-0 now, and with the bases loaded, he has no margin for error. Time to challenge this batter.
Pitch and drive it, huh? Lasers all day.
The 2-0. Hard ground ball, base hit. 1 runs in. Here comes the throw. It's offline and the run scores. So 2 down. And now the first baseman, Dexter Gilchrist. Big spot here, both teams showing good offense. A timely hit now would go a long way towards the win.
Yeah, let's get it. Let's take the short one.
Dives and can't hang on. Decides to eat it. And everyone's safe. The bases are loaded. 2 gone and the bases loaded. And now, Johnny Garcia.
Hey, see it and rip it up there, kids. See it and rip it.
Steal.
Runner takes off for third. Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. We're through 6 full innings. 8 to... So up next, Fritz Napier.
Hey, your pitch.
Hoping to put the tying run aboard.
That's up.
Pop up on the right side of the infield. Hauls it in for the out. Fry getting ready to hit.
Runner, runner,
Runner on the move. Bounces away.
Oh! Ah! Ah!
All the way up to third here. Excellent hustle. Go ahead run on base. Next to hit, Rufus Madden.
Place it first now. Hey, keep it going up there.
Runner on the go. That's in for a strike. Uh-oh, that's the wrong base. It goes to third.
I'm a fat ass idiot.
Bottom
Ah!
of the eighth. And here's the catcher, Joe Random.
I got him
Swing and
tied
foul
with the
straight
mistakes
back.
I've made.
Back up the middle, he knocks it down. The ball ricochets, and they still make the play for the out.
They're better than me. What can I say?
It's day 3 of the MLB Draft Combine here. Just about to get underway. And towing the slab, Joe Random. Definitely known for using a sinker and working down in the zone. That can be dangerous in this age of launch angles, and he'll need to be able to hit the corners and mix up locations. If he can work it inside on same-side hitters, he could have a really good
I really
game.
appreciate tuning in.
Against
Please drop a like,
opposite-handed
sub if you haven't
batters,
already.
he needs to aim for the front hip so it fades back over the inside edge. Hauls it in for the out. McHenry getting ready to hit. And he's got really good wheels. One of those skills you really can't teach. Not only does he have excellent speed, but it's the effort that catches your eye. That speed benefits him on the base paths and on defense. Teams always want players who can turn and burn out there. Hauls it in, 2 away. Base is empty with 2 out. And now the center fielder, Todd Yeager.
1-1-1.
Grounds this one up the middle. On the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for
Okay,
the
so I'm
out.
only the
End of a
catcher.
half inning of play, no score.
Makes sense. So sometimes I might need to run to the home base if we're in the rundown.
Back here in the desert, all set for the start of this inning. And here at the plate, Chuck Dolan.
Right here.
That pitch gets the inside corner, and it's 0-1. And a big swing and a miss. Some nasty action on his sinker, and hitters need to force him to come up in the zone if they want to avoid chasing the low stuff. Goes down looking on that one.
What's up, Matt Cat?
So how's
Here's the
that baseball
catcher,
game?
Walter Lynn.
I like it. I've played it before. I'm just kind of, I'm doing the story now. I've never really
Swing
played
and a
the
miss.
story.
0-1.
All ones that count.
I plan on playing against Julian at some point, and then Cody. Have you watched Cletus' new video?
I watched Taking a Healthy, but I watched That's going to tell you the same thing. But since
Yeah,
everybody's gone off, I'm
Lifted in the air to right center.
Yeah, I ended up
No
watching
trouble
it.
here.
It's
Puts
alright.
it away for the out.
And
And there are 2 outs.
spectacular. He's just playing around with Booster Boys.
Yeah, I seen the
Base is empty with 2 out. Now the left fielder, Woody Bowen.
I thought he had that van on a Tesla platform. Must be a different van then.
No, it's a different van.
Oh, I think he's still an actor on the Tesla, yeah. So he does a lot with vans.
Thus far.
He also did a Charger.
That one finds the zone. That's outstanding command on the sinker here in the first, and that could mean a long day for the opposing hitters. That one ripped out to left. It's pretty deep.
Oh, is that a home run?
That one is gone. A shot to left, and just like that, they're out in front. It's 1-0. Carrara now at the plate.
Damn.
Edge of the zone for a strike. Fly to left. Espinoza under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out.
Come on, camera. Oh, I stopped in.
We're back here at the ballpark. And now the DH, Sam Cahill.
Hey, come on now. Let it fly right here.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle, base hit. Runner on base to start the inning. McMahon, the next to hit. Random, throws over, and back in there. While all of these prospects expect to be drafted, the personalized player report they receive, including evaluation data and tools for improvement, makes participation here a valuable experience no matter what happens in the future. And swing and a miss.
Let's go now, one time.
Random, with a move to first, Cahill back easily. Cahill on at first, no outs. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1.
He's out.
On to first, out, double play. Just got it there in time. So 2 down now, and here at the plate, Jay White. Swing and a miss, it's 0-1. 2 down and nobody aboard. We're here in the top half of the 3rd.
Hey, we got 2 down.
After 2 straight changeups, it's not terribly likely that we'll get a 3rd in a row here. Just misses. And that one is foul. We'll try again.
Mother bitch. Now we're going to stay sinker. We're going to go up high.
And that's off the inside edge. And goes down on strikes. Nice job out there as he gets them 1, 2, 3. So on to the next inning. Now the shortstop. Here's a grounder right side and handles this chance. Sends it to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. And now Todd Yeager, 0 for 1 so far. There's a sinker at the knees for a strike. Fouled off. He was late.
Right.
0-2 now. Can't connect on the curveball. He strikes out. And now the first baseman, Chuck Dolan.
Man, I can't wait for GTA 6, dude.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul.
So far away here.
Yeah.
This time next year.
I'm glad the story's
That one
coming
fouled
out
off.
first because I would want to play it, but I wouldn't want to
2 outs,
play
bases
that
empty.
over online.
Place it first.
Got him
Yep, so
looking,
you're gonna
and
probably
that's a
play the crap
strikeout.
out of it, 'cause who knows?
No
Well,
runs,
just like
no
I said
hits.
earlier, is who knows when the
We're in the top
let's
half
say
of the
they're
fifth,
gonna do a
and
month
here is
later.
Walter Lim.
I would say a month, maybe a month or two later, so people can play.
That's a
the
liner to
I don't
left.
think this sort would be
And he pulls up on it, and that's a hit.
interesting.
So up next, Woody Bowen. He's already homered in this ball game. Here's a fly to left. Makes the grab on the run.
Yeah.
And now the right fielder, Diego Carrara.
Here we go now. Let's go. See it drive it.
That's in for a strike.
Strike!
Got one here.
Check swing, held up.
Here we go now. One at a time.
Bounces this one to first. Picks it up in foul ground. After 2 straight off-speed pitches, he needs to run a 2-strike fastball up above the zone. Try to get a chase.
Okay, like you can.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Next is the designated hitter, Sam Cahill. Curveball in the dirt, and it kicks away. And now a man in scoring position. Runner at second, 2 down. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Edge of the zone for a strike. You may be wondering, just how does a player score a summons to the invitation-only draft combine? Well, eligible high school and college players are selected by a committee of MLB, USA Baseball, and MLB club scouting executives. Pops this up on the infield. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. 1 hit, 1 left. Home half of the 5th coming up, 2-1. Back here at Chase Field, now the third baseman, Mark McMahon.
Let's go. Pitch to him.
Let her rip right here.
Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Nobody here. Nobody.
Grounder left side. Zips it to first. 1 up, 1 down. So digging in, Jay White.
Wow.
Drive it, kid. Easy out here. Easy out.
Okay.
Breaking ball through there for a strike. With all these first pitch strikes, he's clearly
Wow,
not
that's
afraid
cool.
of contact. This is an aggressive and effective approach. And hauls it in. That's out number 2. McHenry will hit next.
Come on now. Hey, 2 down here. Get ahead right now. Up there.
This pitch misses. Ball 1. 2 down and nobody aboard. And we're in the top half of the 6th. Swings through it.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's outside.
Hey, get a good one.
And that's downstairs and outside. They'll probably get a decent pitch to hit in this spot. They know the 3-hole hitter is on deck. Ground ball to short. Kern. There with plenty of time. Inning over. Nothing doing here in this half of the inning. On to the bottom half of the 6th inning. 5, 6, 7 slots due up. 2-1. Welcome back. We're in the 7th inning, and we have a new pitcher on the mound, Dave Chambers, trying to protect this lead. Random gave up 1 earned over 6 innings of work for the quality start. Not the most dominant effort on the mound, but he strung together some good innings, which helped them get the win. That's good enough for sure.
Yeah, if you don't want to.
Hello and welcome to Day 4 of the MLB Draft Combine from the Desert. I'm Ben Gelman. One final opportunity for promising prospects to showcase their skills as draft day approaches. And next, the cleanup hitter, Joe Random. This is a prime opportunity right here.
Hey, we got one. Hey, here we go.
That one is absolutely pummeled. This one is gone. And they lead it. It's 3-1. A very efficient homer in this spot. Got a juicy offering on the first pitch and didn't miss. That's a great job of recognizing the breaking ball. Even better, Billy Irvin, the next to hit.
Come on, mow him down. 2 outs here. Good one up there, huh?
Here's the 1-2 offering. Line drive for a base hit. Not stopping, heading for home. Ball comes home and he is dead at the plate. A long throw, and that's the 3rd out. It's not easy throwing out a base runner at the plate with 2 outs and a base hit to the outfield, but a fantastic job to
Attack the zone. Fill it up. Hey, let it rip here.
the other way. And that is a base hit. And the leadoff hitter aboard. And now the first baseman, Dexter Gilchrist.
Up there, kid. Let's go now. Going out now. Right here. Let's go, kid.
Here's the 1-1. On the ground, left side, 6, 4, 3, and they turn the double play. And now the right fielder, Billy Irvin.
He's going.
Runner on the move, and he can't hang on to it behind the plate. Throw to second. Great jump to get the steal. And now a runner in scoring position. Runner at first, one away. To third, might be two. Reynolds, toss to second, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. One hit in the inning, but that's all they got. And we're through 5 innings. 3-1. One out and the bases are empty. Rivas will hit next. Trying to bunt for a hit. To first, and he beats it. Man at first with one gone. And here's the first baseman, Johnny Ruiz. There goes the runner. Pitches in for a strike. Throw to second, and a great jump for the stolen base. Not even close. Runner at third with one gone in the inning. And here's the catcher, Joe Random. Already a homer for him in this one. Late on that fastball. He reached back and blew the high heat by him. Batter didn't have much of a chance to catch up to that.
Hey, let her rip, let her rip.
The pitch. Puts a bunt down. To the plate, out! And they defend the squeeze perfectly. Runner at first, Dexter Gilchrist, getting ready to hit.
Hey, clutch up for us, kid. Here we go.
Hit hard, that gets through. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. Garcia now at the plate.
Right here.
2 down, 2 down.
Here's the payoff pitch. Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. A couple of hits in the inning, but they can't get him home. So 2 down. Here's the second baseman, Matthew Guerrero. 1 for 3.
Hey, keep going up there. Clutch up. You're next.
Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
All ones the count.
Easy out here, easy out.
Into center.
You take it, you take it.
And this game is over. Always nice to see a player at this level coming to the plate with a plan and delivering strong results.
With the 19th pick of the 8th round, the Texas Rangers select Joe Random, a two-way player from the West region.
All right, so another player that we saw at the MLB Draft Combine, off the board in the middle rounds of this year's draft. What's the reaction here to this pick, starting with you, Sarah?
Well, this player had a pretty good combine, but not the absolute best we've ever seen. I think there were some questions, but there's a lot of metrics that show there will be upside here, so I'm very excited to see how this player progresses through the minors.
Yeah, I agree with Sarah completely, Robert. There are some question marks, but I do see upside. What I also see is a really good floor for this individual player. And, you know, guys with good floors sometimes end up being some of the better players that come out of the draft.
Oof.